Domain secrets. What you need to know about choosing a domain. Hey everyone, it is spoon training today. Yes, you're going to get spoon fed on the basics for how to build your business. So today we're talking about domain names, the secret to choosing the right domain for your business. Now, when we talk about how to use the spoon, and the analogy behind this is that these are the building blocks, right? This is the stuff that takes place behind the scenes. It's not necessarily in everybody's face in the very beginning. This is actually one of the things that can slow you down in building your business. I'll be straight up honest. I know a lot of times people talk about you need to have your domain, you need to have your website before you can do your business. But the reality is, if you spend more time in building your business, like the structure of your business, and you're not actually out there talking to people, you're going to hurt your business also. So the choosing of a domain is a behind the scenes thing that takes place, right? This is the thing that you're doing to set up your business, but really isn't impacting your customer, isn't impacting your prospecting, especially if you're building a network marketing direct sales business. Okay. So that's why it's super important to realize that spoon training is more about what's taking place behind the scene. This is the things you can either pay somebody to do for you, or you can take on yourself. It's really up to you at this point. But a domain is really important. And I think a lot of the times we just kind of like go with whatever domain is there. Like we tend to just be like, okay, I'm just going to choose this domain. But there actually should be some thought put into choosing the right domain for your business. Now, for those of you that are in the network marketing direct sales industry, we always talk about a lot of times this personal branding, right? Brand you. How are you going to be found? And this is actually one of the key ingredients, because most of the time when you're building your business, it is about you. You are the central focus point, right? You're the one giving the training. You're the one building your team. You're the one potentially making offers in the future, all of that. So having your own brand means that eventually you are going to be found for your name. If you look around you, look at all the politicians, the actors, actresses, people that play games, owners of companies. The reality is most of them are known by their first name, right? Or by their name in general, making it ideal for them to have a website with their domain name. Now, if you have a common name and your name is already taken on the internet, then start looking for alternatives. And what I mean by that is that you can create your brand and your personality around the type of domain you're creating. Like I've seen people that have put together domains like Coach Chef Katrina. So like that could be one of them. I've seen people do so they do the coach in front of their name. That's a great way if you plan on being a coach, if that's something you're going to want to do. I've also seen it where they do meet, MEET. So meet, and then the first name and last name as another way to kind of capitalize on that personal branding. You'll also see, you've probably seen it with my website and everything else, Chef Katrina is a name that is fairly common amongst the culinary industry. And so Chef Katrina itself was taken. So I went with the domain, the Chef Katrina. So I used the word the in front of it. You'll see that a lot in also social media handles, like the real XYZ for the name of a person as a way to distinguish them and to call them out, right? So knowing how to choose your domain is really important. So spend the time looking at your domain. Now, one of the questions I also get asked quite a bit is, can I have a personal domain and a business domain? The answer to that is yes. One of the things I do recommend with anybody getting online, especially when creating a website, it's hard enough to create one website, let alone 2 or 3. So focus in on the one that's going to pull the best for you, the one that's going to make the most sense to you. Okay. What I mean by this is that when I had started in the network marketing industry, I actually created a website that went around my company. It was a play on words, and it was about creating recipes for their products that they had, right? So it's a nutritional supplement. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to make all these delicious recipes with this product. And so I built a website basically around that product and service. And over time, I remember I was sitting there at a live event, and I was talking to someone by the name of Mr. Tim Irway. And we were talking about my blog, and I said, I'm building this blog. I do these recipes. I do all this stuff. And he goes, that's great, but are you building this for new customers, or are you building this for pre-existing people that are already in your company? And I thought to myself, wow, I had never really thought of that, right? I just thought I was doing a great service by talking about my company. He goes, if you really want to make an impact in business, start with your own brand. And what is it that you have to share? What have you learned so far in your journey that you would like to share with somebody else so that they can learn what you're learning, right? Because really, in reality, the information that we take in tends to stop with us. I'm just as guilty as anybody else. It tends to stop here. And I don't turn around and push it right back out again, because there's a lot of people that don't know what I know about choosing domains or have the experience in the 14 years around that. So kind of giving you a shortcut inside of doing this. So when Mr. Timmerway said that to me, he said, look at what are you actually building. I went home that night, and actually the Chef Katrina brand was born that evening. I went home so fired up. I was like, who am I in the world? What do I want to be known for? How do I want to stand out? What is it that I want to teach and train? How am I going to impact the world? And I just started there. I started with the basic concept of where am I at right now? Because if I can start teaching from where I'm at, then I can grow into who I want to become. See, I wasn't the expert yet, but I knew enough or a little bit more than the person that's probably going online right now looking for information. So choosing your domain is critical. The other thing to remember too, when you're choosing your domain, is that eventually it's going to turn into your email address. So the one thing you don't want to do is make it difficult to spell or make it difficult to pronounce or have them figure out on the other end of the phone, right? I know we're in the world of digital technology. I know we can chat, text, everything. But if you're talking to somebody and you want to say, hey, just go follow me over at thechefkatrina.com, that's an easy thing for me to say on here. And you have a sense, where you're going. There's no special spelling. There's no lost out words or changes of syllables or anything that I have to catch myself on. So just remember, as you start building your domain, keep it simple. Keep it to something that is easy to say for you, that people can, get into. So some of you might have really long last names like I do. So I did shorten my name overall. I put it into, my business, my brand. For some of you, you might just want to shorten it or you play with it. But this is what I'm saying. Like, think about your domain. Think about how easy it is to say or not say. Think about how do you want to be known for that, and just buy it, right? There's some great places where you can go and purchase domains. Namecheap is one of them. It's probably one of the least expensive places just to buy a domain. So if you just want to hold on to it. So see, I'm also about teaching you to hold on to it. You don't necessarily need to be blogging today. But as you build your brand, as you build your identity, as you go out and share what you start to learn around building online, you're going to absolutely want to make sure you start buying those domains, right? Have access to them, keep them for yourself. So that's going to be one big key to this puzzle, okay? So, I invite you guys to always be building in the background, but never lose the idea or the prospecting of connecting with people. Make sure that you are still building relationships with people, still make sure that you're posting on social media, still make sure that you're continuing to provide value and services. Don't get caught up with the behind the scenes, so much so that you think that that's the way to build your business, that you neglect building the relationships. Now, your website will eventually become a relationship building tool, but as you build it, it's not that tool yet. So focus in on still connecting, building relationships, sharing content first, but don't overlook the fact that we are in a people-to-people business, and that talking to people and connecting with people really is one of the most important things to building your business. So I hope you guys got some value out of learning how to build your domain or how to look at your domain and the different ways that you can use that to set the foundation for your business. The other little bit, I was sitting in the coffee shop yesterday. I was talking to my friend Doug, who's one of the co-owners of the coffee shop that's here locally in town. And I told him, I said, if you're going to be building your business, no matter what, once you've just chosen your name, once you've gotten your brand established, always make sure you grab all your social media. So it's not grabbing your social media for you to be on all of them. It's to grab them so that you have them in the future when you're ready for them. See, there are people out there that will buy your social media and then attempt to sell it back to you. I've seen this happen quite a few times to a lot of different leaders in this industry. So that's why I say it's important to grab your domain if you're going to start building there, and then go grab the social media that matches that, right? Go make sure you grab your Twitter, your Facebook page, your Instagram account, your Pinterest account, your YouTube channel. These are things that you need to have, but not necessarily be using them yet, not necessarily be implementing or having to figure out how to post or do anything on there. The whole purpose is just so that you have it, so that it can't be sold back to you in the future. Because as you build one platform, as you navigate one platform and you excel at recruiting and prospecting and building engagement and generating leads and building those connections on just one platform, you can then look at building that second platform or adding that next social media channel to them. But the thing I run into a lot with a lot of people when I talk to them about building online, becoming a digital marketeer, is they think they have to be everywhere at once. When the reality is, I just want you to have it just so that you have it for your peace of mind later on when you get ready to build over there or when you hire a social media manager to take care of that platform for you. So I hope this made sense with you all. And just a shout out here quickly to Susan and Heidi and Winnie. You guys, thank you guys so much for jumping on. And, dive in, tune in, but look at what it is that you want to be known for in your business. Your domain is one of the first places you look at to think about how you're going to get found, and then you're going to build from there. So if you guys want some more details, more information, head over to thechefkatrina.com. I'm building out a lot of content over there right now, so dripping a lot of this one in. If you want to make sure you don't miss anything, definitely sign up and become one of my digital marketeers. My digital marketeers are those individuals that want to just get emails from me on the best tools, tips, trainings, step-by-step processes, updates on blog posts, updates on new things that you're going to need for your business. So the email or the website is down below. Go ahead and get registered as a digital marketeer. Yes, that's my play on the whole being a Disney chef. You guys are going to become digital marketeers and just have a lot of fun with this. So I'm super excited that you guys are joining me every day. And just, go out, be productive, choose one platform, have fun, and we will see you guys tomorrow on the next Chef Table. With that, have a great day, everybody.